I had a woman come to see me here not long ago, and she'd come on some money, not very much, but it was a lot to her. And she said, "What should I do with it?" And I said, "Well, what do you owe on your credit card?" She said, "Well, I owe X." I said, "Well, what you should do," I don't know what interest rate she was paying. It was something like 18%. I said, "I don't know how to make 18%. If I owed any money at 18%, the first thing I do with any money I had would be to pay it off. It's going to be way better than any investment idea I've got." And then later on in the conversation, she talked about her daughter, and her daughter had $1,000 or $2,000 or something. And she said, "Well, what should I do with the girl's money?" And I said, "Have her lend it to you. I mean, if you're willing to pay 18% or whatever, she's not going to find a better deal. I'll lend you money." It doesn't make sense. You can't go through life borrowing money at those rates. The world is in love with credit cards. But I would suggest to anybody that the first thing they do in life is don't be paying even 12% to anybody. Pay that off. If they're really a good credit and they don't want to do it, come and see me personally. I'll
talked about it?
Occasionally. I think actually if through the rest of his career and beyond in terms of earning power then, just making monthly investments in a low-cost index fund makes a lot of sense. I think that somebody in his position ought to have a significant cash reserve and whatever makes them comfortable. And then beyond that, owning a piece of America, a diversified piece, bought over time, held for 30 or 40 years, it's bound to do well. And the income will go up over the years, and there's really nothing to worry about. So it's the same advice I give 99% of people.
Buy an index fund.
And doing it over time, and starting early, starting young in life. And nobody's ever followed that and gotten other than a decent result.